Hello everybody, this is Jeff, the Hawaiian Brocanic. Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'll be installing the Eonon 9-inch head unit on a 2011 Toyota Tacoma. So this is the head unit that I'll be installing. This is the Eonon Apple CarPlay 9-inch head unit. This is model number TYTACX7. This is for model years 2005 to 2013 Toyota Tacoma. And Eonon asked me to do a installation and review. Now, I've done another head unit just like this from Eonon on my 2015 Chevy Silverado, and this time we get to do it on a Toyota Tacoma. So one of the first things that you're going to need to do is take a quick inventory of all the harnesses and accessories that come with the head unit. Now, the installation guide is in color, and each of the harnesses are clearly labeled. Also shows you a wiring diagram, where do these harnesses go and what their functions are. So let's quickly take a look at the harnesses that come with the unit. This one here is your audio input cable. These are for like your rear and front camera audio inputs, auxiliary inputs. If you'd like, if you've got any accessories that need to be inputted into your head unit. Second is another audio adapter cable. These are audio outputs. This is for an external amp, if you'd like to add one. Next one here is your Apple CarPlay. This is specifically for a tethered connection, so you can plug in a USB, a charger into your Android phone or your Apple iPhone to have the Apple CarPlay function. This is an additional USB cable. This is for accessories. If you're needing to charge a phone, laptop or what have you. This next cable here is for your backup camera. And then you've got your power cable. Now this one here is plugs directly into the back of the head unit, and these should make the connections to your vehicle's stereo harnesses. You have your GPS antenna, an external microphone. Now the head unit itself has an internal microphone that works pretty well, and quality-wise it's pretty clear, but if you want to have an external mic attached, you can have that option by adding this. And finally, a USB adapter cable. Now, some head units may have this type of connection coming out of your truck. So you also have a spare fuse. So now, if your vehicle, your Toyota Tacoma, has a JBL system like this one has, you're going to need to purchase an aftermarket power adapter. Now, I got this off of Amazon. So this is an entirely different power cable. Now, this particular one that comes with the kit may or may not fit your model year. It all depends if you have a JBL system or not. If you do, you're going to need to purchase an aftermarket power adapter like this. So these connections will fit your vehicle's harnesses if it has a JBL system. Now, I'll have a link in the description below where you can get this this power adapter here. And last but not least, It comes with a backup camera, and then we'll go through on how to install this later in the video. So it pretty much comes complete with the exception of this harness here if you have a JBL system in your Toyota Tacoma. And like always, I'll have helpful captions throughout the video. Now I'll have a link in the description below on where you can get this Eonon 9-inch Apple CarPlay head unit. With that said, let's start organicing. right, now that we've transferred the hazard and airbag indicator, what we need to do now is make the harness connections. And if you take a look at your wiring diagram here, it points out to you exactly what harness goes where. But you really don't need to connect all these harnesses unless you are going to use these connections. So if you're adding an external amp or an auxiliary accessory or audio or visual equipment, you can make these connections. But if you're not, it's really pointless for you to make these connections. It's just less things to clutter the compartment when you reinstall the head unit. So if you follow me here, I'm just gonna make the basic connections and I'll give you explanations as to why. So this is the audio and video adapter cable. These are for outputs and inputs. This is your subwoofer out. Now this is a mono connection, so you're gonna need a stereo splitter if your amplifier has a right and left input. You also have outs for your front audio if you wanna have an amplifier for the front speakers. This is your remote wire for your amplifier. So unless you're gonna make external connections, then you would use this harness. Like this here is the external microphone. So if you're gonna utilize the external microphone rather than relying on the built-in one in the head unit, then you'd have to make this connection. So for this application, I will not be installing this harness. This one here is a secondary audio adapter cable. These are also outputs. So you can use this for, again, an external amp. If you're adding speakers, you can use this as a source, audio source to go into an amplifier. I will not be using this as well. Now this is a backup camera harness. Now I'll be using this to make the connections for the backup camera that we're going to be installing. So I'll be plugging this in. I'll set this right here. This is your Apple CarPlay USB connection. We're going to be using this. This is an option if you want to hardwire your phone. This will charge your phone and also enable the Apple CarPlay or Android CarPlay to connect directly to your head unit. So this is going to be connected. These are USB connections as well for accessories, for additional accessories if you want to charge a phone or any other USB device. So I'm going to install this as well. Definitely going to install this GPS antenna. And finally, the aftermarket power cable that was purchased separately. Now this, again, is specifically for head units that are JBL equipped, that are a JBL sound system for Toyota Tacomas. So if yours is a JBL system, you're going to need to get this separate harness. The harness that comes with the unit will not work. Again, I'll have a link in the description where you can get this aftermarket power harness. So these are the connections that I'll be making, and we'll move on to getting this hooked up. Let's keep mechanicking. So before I install the head unit, I need to set up the backup camera, make the necessary connections, and run the wire underneath the bed of the truck into the cabin. From there, I can go through the process of connecting that wire to the main harness. And from there, we can go ahead and start testing the head unit. Let's keep mechanicking. So just a quick note on the backup camera install. The aftermarket harness that I purchased for this model year Tacoma 2011 has a JBL system. Now this is the instructions that come with that harness, and it kind of outlines the connections you need to make when installing an external backup camera. So this is very useful when putting things together. So just a quick note. Alright, so got the backup camera routed through, and this is the backup camera wire here. Now we need to make a connection for power onto the main harness. And on the main harness, the aftermarket harness, there is a wire that's tagged as back, signifies, you know, backup camera. So that's what we're gonna attach to that positive wire that's connected to that RCA jack. And once we make that connection, we've got just a couple of these harnesses to connect. So out of these harnesses here, this is going to be connected. This one is going to be connected. And the blue, these two right here, the blue and this smaller one here, will not be connected. This is for the CD player. So we're going to omit that. And then this here is for the hazard and airbag indicator. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's smooth sailing from this point on. Let's keep mechanicking. Okay, so this is what it looks like, fully installed. And what a great looking head unit. Looks like it's totally factory. Really updates the look of the dash. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So one of the first things that you'll see is the Eonon logo. It'll go through its boot cycle. But I've taken the liberty to update the software, firmware updates and everything. All right, so I'm going to go over some of the functions and features. So again, here's your launch bar right here. Some commonly used apps, that's your maps, date and time right there. And you also have controls here for power, shortcut for applications. This is your back button and your volume, plus or minus. And what you've got here is your map icon. These are your stored videos if you're going to save some videos onto the hard drive. This is your icon for tablet mode. This is for Bluetooth, connectivity, and your settings. So you're going to be using this button right here, which is your tablet mode. You hit that and you can see you've got your Google Maps, music, Netflix, Google Play, screensaver, and another icon for settings. You scroll over, and then just like a tablet, you can set your themes. This Torque app is something that's totally separate, and what this does is displays diagnostics on your vehicle, like temperature, speed, and all that. Again, you see you have wallpaper. You can set your wallpaper. You have your YouTube app. Z-Link has to do with CarPlay. Again, just like a tablet, you just kind of scroll through, swipe left or swipe right. Now you do have a equalizer, DSP, so if you click that, you can customize the settings, or you could use what's already pre-programmed. There's a few settings on there. Standard is flat. Popular is a EQ setting. You've got rock, classical, jazz. And then in custom, you can go ahead and set how you'd like the curve to be, and then just hit U1, U2, U3, or which is user settings, right? User 1, user 2, user 3. Yeah, here's your back button. Hit your back button there. So now we're going to go into settings. And here you'll find network, device, personal, system, and assembly. So if you wanted to connect to the internet, click internet, and it'll show you available connections. Right now we're connected to my home location. We go back. If you want to connect to a hotspot, that'll show up there as well. It'll also show up on internet as well. So you click onto device. You can go through your apps, make some changes there. You have storage. You can figure out what your options are, what you want to do. You can set up your notifications, your sound settings. Like, so hit sound settings. You can set default settings for like the head unit, Bluetooth connectivity, how loud you want that to be, navigation volume, and so on and so forth. If you go to personal, you can personalize date and time, your Google app, your languages, what have you. If you go into system, you can do a full system reset, system update. Info just shows basic info. If you click at that, it tells you what version and what storage and all that. Factory settings, passwords, and accounts, really self-explanatory. Now, assembly is really important because if you've got steering wheel controls, this is where you go and set up your controls. So you can set that by simply hitting steering wheel learning. Now, I already set everything up for this Tacoma. Anything that's highlighted already has been set. And how you do that is you hit begin learn. All these highlighted areas will be cleared. And right here will tell you what steps you need to take. It's going to ask you to click on the button, right? So if I wanted to set the volume up, I would click this first. Then I would go over and choose where I want to be assigned. Then I'd move over to volume down. I'd click this, and then go over and click on the volume down. And as I assign it, these blue highlights, right? It'll be highlighted blue, showing that these have been chosen and assigned. Again, the preloaded applications are pretty self-explanatory. You've got Bluetooth music. If you connect your Android phone or your Apple CarPlay via Bluetooth, it would pop up here. Any other Bluetooth devices for connectivity, you can connect here. Obviously, Google Chrome, this is your EQ. File Explorer, if you save any files. FOTA is kind of like a application updater. When you hit this, you can update the apps and the firmware software simultaneously. Front camera, if you have one installed. Gallery for photos you've saved. Google is obvious, right? You need to sign into your Google account, on the head unit to be able to access, Google. GPS, Google Maps, any music that you've saved. The Netflix app, Google Play, right? It's kind of like the App Store for Google. You can download, apps that you'd like on your head unit. Spotify, Hulu, so on and so forth. Radio obviously is for radio. When you click that, it'll pop up your radio app. You can change your screensaver, another settings button. Themes, you can set, when you say themes, like this screen here is a theme. You click that, there's two other defaults that you could set up. I've got the light one here, and you've got another setting here and another variation there, so 3 of them. You can change your wallpaper. Do that, set wallpaper, and take a while for it to get set. Now YouTube, right? So if you're connected to the internet or via the hotspot, you'll get your YouTube app that pops up, and it'll be just like your YouTube app on your phone. Quality-wise, it does play in HD. I believe it's like 1024 by 720. And just like your YouTube app, it performs the same way. Now we're going to check out the Apple CarPlay. Your Z-Link will pop up. This is a Z-Link app. And you need to go into your Bluetooth and look for the Eonon. You click that. Pin 000 pair. Okay, now it's telling you to make sure you trust it. So now it's showing that it's trying to connect. And there you go. So just like your iPhone, there's your Apple CarPlay setup. You've got all your Apple apps there. You've got maps, what's playing right now, and then here are your commonly used applications. You've got your settings, your phone. Right down here is your little application icon. You hit that little guy right there, and it takes you back to the Apple CarPlay mode. if we want to play music, let's just click Spotify. And I got to be very careful here because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'm just going to pick something here really quick. Let me pick something pretty random. So this is an opportunity for us to check the steering wheel controls, and I've already had this programmed, so let's check it out. So steering wheel works, right? This is the up or down the list. So if I click this, and it changes the song. That's awesome. So steering controls totally work. All right, so I got to make sure I limit that because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So steering wheel controls work. If I want to get out of this, I've got my back button right here, right? So click that. I can back out of it. Also hit this home button right here. It'll take me back to the main theme. If I want to get back into my Apple CarPlay, I just go to Z-Link, and there it is. Hit the little icon right down here. Take me back to my home Apple CarPlay screen. And for Android users, when you plug it in, you could do it via the Bluetooth, or you could do it, via a hard connection like this. Me personally, I like to plug it in, hardwire it in, do a direct connection, because I feel that the quality, audio quality is better, and you get better response as far as like shuffling through the apps. I feel you get like very little latency when moving between apps and functions. So if I want to get back to my home screen, Eonon home screen, if you see this icon right here, this is your open apps. This will show you all the apps that are open if I want to get out of it, just like a tablet. Close all of those. It'll take me back to the original home screen. So there you have it. All right, gang. Well, this wraps up the Eonon TYTACX7 9-inch Android Apple CarPlay head unit install. My personal thoughts: Eonon has done it again. I mean, the head unit is very intuitive, easy to navigate, and easy to set up. And what's more impressive is the price. Now, I'll have a link in the description below where you can get this head unit. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I have a few more things come around the corner. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is your Hawaiian Mechanic. Aloha.